Hey, welcome to the Boom Boom Radio Show. What a day. It's a beautiful day. I'm still trying. I'm just trying to figure out. I think I found out how my logo on here. So the street's not showing, but I know how to put other things on there. Like if I want about a blog post, but I want to read it at the same time, I'll figure that out. Like I have some words here. Maybe it has to be green or something. I don't know. So I just want to talk about advertising. What are some of the ways you guys advertise? Sorry, on social media. Because I think what I'm trying to do and just learn. So yeah, I think I figured part out because StreamYard is not on here. Not like where it was at first. So yeah, what are ways of advertising? I guess I can look on and talk about it. And yeah, and just so go figure with my phone. My photos. It's always something. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to work on. That's what I was talking about. But of course, it's not on my phone. I've got to sync up and all this stuff. It didn't say it's hump day, right? It's just trying to figure it all out and get it all together. But these are some patterns I was working on because I'm figuring out how big that. I think when I looked at it online, that it should be like 5 by 2.5. It says. So I don't know if that was just for a pattern because I want to see if I can make a design first on the hat and then come. Well, this is for the brain, but even with the radio station, just make a whole like pattern and come back and put the words on it and stuff. There's some really cool bikes out here. I'm telling you, electric bikes nowadays. Oh wow, they're just so cool with the huge tires and things. But I like the scooter since you do wish you would have the pedals on your feet on, like when everything's on the board itself. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do is figure out how to. This week I will be testing out the heat press. I told you I got it for $99 off the Amazon, and so I'm excited to get over the week. Yesterday it rained cats and dogs, so, and then today like drying up. But again, so it's gonna rain, so hopefully I can get out there this week and just get over her and get it done. Right? It's just so much goes on in a day. Yeah. Sometimes you feel you don't have enough time in the day, but to get everything done. So anyway, but yeah, the brand I was working on anyway all along backhanded. So these are. Let's just hold on for this area. So I don't know if that's the arena I really want, but I think I need a little block. Uh, so yeah, just working on creating the logos, yeah, exactly the way I want, and just go from there and print them and stuff like that. I got, like I said, the HTV Ront material. I can just print it from my inkjet printer. Thank God the printers nowadays don't need to have Wi-Fi. You can just do it off your phone without that Wi-Fi connection or any connection, just your phone, and you can print it. So I will be doing that, working on the more of that today, and just to test this. I think I found a mug or two. And I had already written out, designed some mug things. So I think like of them. So that'll be exciting to see just how that comes out, because I said I was using marker, the sublimation marker, so it'll be exciting to see how well that shows up on something. So other than that, I'm fully figuring out how to. I still haven't talked about advertising, but that is advertising, trying to get your brand exactly how you want it, and go from there. Like I mentioned before, I was going to do this, the version of the website to list a couple of things. Those backs, I've had them for a month or so now too. So I really want to see how I can press those because, the material is not, I think it's got nylon probably under it. So seeing how well that takes heat and things and see what I can do with the papers I got. The printed sublimation paper. I think that would be cool. Yeah, it's just a day of just trying to figure it out. I'm so glad I did figure out how to get my logo on here. But I just know normally any other time I record, I would see the StreamYard logo, but now it's not up there. So I should get on. It warmed up a little bit, but it's like a little sunnish behind or something. There's a nice little breeze. So yeah, I'm hating I can't really talk about advertising that I wanted to because let's see if it's in the Dropbox here. There's just so many things you get on your app and you just like keep for something to make everything easier. Okay, I think this is it. Oh yeah, it is. So that's what I was going to talk about. I did blog, which I need to put it on the website because that is another question I wanted to ask about. How do you feel about using the free versions of things? I mean, like, before I felt like I needed to pay for everything because, I mean, like when you, like this, I feel like I wanted my own watermark on it. Yeah, so pay for that, and that way you can limit it in talking about what you're doing. But before I would get a website, which I think I have a GoDaddy one that I can get paid for you. So I guess I need to know the logo is. I don't know. I got to figure that out. Like when I started before, and when you first off with GoDaddy, I think it was the first one was like $1.99 or something. And I think that's just for your domain, I think. So I guess I can change my domain and just I don't know for sure. But we felt like I needed to pay for everything, right? As far as when it comes to every aspect of branding. One more on the thing is like, if there's a free website you can use that has all the stuff to the cart, I think the big cartel is what I used for when I was trying to do earrings and I wasn't paid for it. Right? But then they have a free version of it as well, and you can, I think, list up to 10 products on it. And I think it suits me. I think it's 10% at a, on the free version, or it could be 50. I'm not sure, but either way, what do you guys think about the free versions of things? I sometimes say people look at it funny, but I mean, if what you're doing already a notable play of things. That's where I'm at when it comes to those things right now. Just because I'm not really trying to sell a whole lot of things. Most of the stuff I want it to be like print on demand, more like I put out some patterns and see one. I'll post those on my social media from places, and if you see one you like, you can just let me know that. But So this essential guide to crafting compelling social media ads is what I mean. Says creating captivating social media ads is a true aim for engaging visual, concise messaging and a strong call to action to capture your audience's attention. Leverage user data and feedback to optimize performance. So yeah, it's just trying to figure what works. And like I said, I'm not thinking about paying for a thing at the moment. Just for it's like, I think maybe that's a problem, at least for me. Like just before you really know what it is you want to do, you just want to pay for it. That way, people you feel. I think people like if you have your name just post on everything they say it's just you, and it is makes people feel like you're more of a professional business person, and therefore they would be sure to buy from you. But I don't know. It just depends on the person, and everybody tried it different ways, and some it might work best do just you know little by little. So that's where I'm at. I've tried it the way where you pay for things, got your name on everything, and not only it's something that my mind is doing anyway. Um, so anyway, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like where I was just trying to figure out what's the best way to advertise things and the best way to get the word out as far as just what I'm doing, how I'm going about doing it, and even why I'm doing it. It's because I do love what I do. I love fashion. I love that. So I always shoot up having my own line and just like creating things. Most things I do recreate things or make into something I want it to be, and out of like just a piece of fabric. You know what I mean? Like, so and sorry. It's a busy day. So that's always been, like I said, I started off with 2004, which has been 20 years ago, with trying to do my own line. So it's been in me to do. And the radio station, I love music. I love making my own music, creating different things, and love that they're not hard to be your own self and be real, and and like I just feel like you have to just keep searching for what makes you feel like that the most. Okay, there's always going to be a disagreement or debate on what is real and what isn't. But in my opinion, a lot of stuff is we all need help in one way or another. We all need some type of help. What works for one might not for another. That's just something we know. We always look at that, right? Like you do something and it just seems so effortless and sounds so good, and when I do it, just seems like a mess, right? So I mean, just what's been going on. I'm just saying for as long as I can remember. I don't know. Some people just knack for knowing how to word things or say things or do things, go places at the right time. Everybody has their own way of life, just what it is. So to me, I feel it's just I don't compare myself to someone else. You will always find that you're lacking in some area or something. So it's just that do you figure out what works for you and just follow that dream. Follow that on out. So that one form of advertising, just do me, grab a bull by the horns and just hit it. I mean, like until you fall off of it or it just gives up or something. Or gives out. Okay, key elements of effective visuals. That's another thing. Visuals, sometimes visuals are just all over. But I just try to let you know where I'm at. It's just what I do. This is how I do it, and I enjoy doing it. If you can hear me well and everything, I'm fine. If not, then I need to do my mic or something. But right now, I done plugged up. I'm just talking on my pad, and that's it. So visuals are the bone of social media ads. That's your visuals. I know sometimes I'm like, how do I can do this? Like, I don't know. Just, but I know once you get products, it's a totally different thing. I understand you learn a better way to take a good picture. But nowadays, AI is just all in it. You can use AI for everything, and change backgrounds and whatever you wanted to. So I don't think that's hard anymore, you know? I got that viral camera off TikTok, and I just feel like I need to try really to use it because just taking the stuff around here. If I was a tour, yeah, but I'm not. I see this area, and that's just what happens. You're from somewhere, or you've been somewhere. It don't really do much for you, but people from another place, it does something for them. They take pictures and stuff. So I feel like that's what I need to do in order to use my camera and have these memorable things. Anyway, so yeah, those visuals, it means what it does. It's just something that'll lift your spirit on those days when you're feeling down over there and you look at something and just, wow, that is just so eye-catching and captivating. Wow. Some visuals and things, quality images or videos that are relevant to your message. And, that's what I try to do a lot anymore. Before I would start a channel or something, and it just be all over the place, and I wouldn't hardly ever be on topic or stay on top of it. I'll just be talking about it because it was just like a personal. It wasn't like business oriented in my mind. So. But I wanted a podcast, so it was just like, and I like live. I do. I don't know. It's just always been something I like to be moments versus just later, unless it's just movies and you can't do anything but watch it later. So yeah, those are the things. Those captivating and high quality, trying the best bang for your buck. Your places and everything, and sometimes I take a picture with my iPhone and it's just like really unbelievable. It doesn't hurt to have a higher quality camera or something either, but and then like I stand on topic, like I said. My topic is the radio station. This podcast is about. It's about the radio station and my love for fashion. And I want people who listen to me on my channel or anything know I like fashion, and it seems to be something like as well. So, because when I do the short, just talking about something I got on, I get views on that. Also, I don't, staying on message is also the thing too. So it'll hand in hand, but like before I would do a lot of posts and sit and read them, and then I kind of like got away from that, but because I felt like people was more into what they're on, but that is not the whole picture. It's about you directing the traffic, and it's to know what your audience wants, but it's also for them to know what you want as well. So give and take type of thing. So and I don't know, some people in life are just so driven on what they're doing. They give back in ways that just you would understand. Because if they're not like actually you do whatever you do. Sometimes they give back in other ways, right? I feel like I'm so busy doing things, trying to figure it out, and they're like not battling people, but directing the traffic. Not everybody's to be in my space. Not everybody needs to be in my lane. I mean, like when you join, everybody's not the same area at one time. Some are before, some are behind. Not everything needs to be piled up on me. sometimes feel like that's what I'm doing. Like I'm cool, need all the attention. I need that. I need is people who have minded intention. I do. I feel like we can work together on just creating our own life. And I don't really like arguing over somebody other don't know issues. I don't like that. But sometimes it's like people are attracted to me. They know I like it. Like I feel like it just helps them. I don't know. So, but yeah, that's what I feel like about traffic and directing people like directions to where they go, and then I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Okay. Catching design can significantly increase engagement, incorporate your brand subtly, clearly to establish a connection. Ensure your visuals are optimized for the platform spec. Avoid cramping distortion. Yeah, see, another thing I have to learn about all of the sizes for different platforms. It's just what I mean. I know now they have in each platform. Most of them have that. You can click on one if you got put it on YouTube. And it's got one that's for YouTube, and therefore that's. So yeah, it's just learning all these different things that you need to do to make everything cohesive and fit together without it looking like when I was a 70. To crafting precise and persuasive messaging. Your message should be clear and compelling. Focus on highlighting your products or service, value proposition in a concise manner. Use active voice and powerful words. Elicit emotions or actions. Remember, you have limited character. Every word counts. Incorporate testimonials or statistics to build credibility, enhance persuasive power. So that's what I feel about. I mean, that was a mouthful. About not feeling like I need to pay everything now. Is if you do your wording and that brings forth emotions, and even if someone just interacting with you, right, and building that trust and ability, sometimes just having your name on it doesn't always is building trust from a consumer standpoint. So that's what I'm just right off right now. It doesn't necessarily just because you do all those things, people trust and therefore make people trust you more. Okay, so your sales will increase because of it. So yeah, it just goes back to when sometimes people feel like someone else put it this way, and it's like they never fail at it, and then someone else will feel like, man, everything I tried to do, it just does not work. So it just really depends on you. And then they say when you feel that way, you just have to keep looking at what you're doing and figure out when you did this was what right. It's good for people to pay attention to you, but you want them to interact with you. Okay, that's the different point. But like people can go into a store, right? Just look down, but then keep going somewhere else to buy. So that's not really what you want. So you have to really try to engage this. And so that's what I do on Sunday. I really like that because otherwise you get busy with life when you have so much stuff in your life. You got a significant other, you might have kids, you might have all this, and it all requires time. Your business requires time. Trying to create stuff requires time, and you have to try to manage this at one time. But so if I try to make an effort to say, okay, I know and they know my audience, and I have a lot on my plate, and I'm trying to manage it all, but I still need to find time to at least talk to them, let them know I appreciate what they've done, and just keep that as a trend in your own mind. You know, just try to have a cushion all the time. You know, even if you feel it's not getting somewhere, somebody understands. I might not reply to every comment, something like that. And you might not even have a lot of minutes at the time. Like sometimes you can get on social, and people are not really like when you get like someone who responded to your TikTok, not really saying anything. So you don't feel they're just giving a thumbs up or like something. So it's just not, you don't have to yourself up about it all the time. It's just in that situation, I feel like for me, you know, the question they're asking at the moment where you could tell whatever you showing them, they want to know and it can help them. But you know, just what you got on. I don't personally want to say I'm wearing shell. Okay, you know, you know, but I actually so therefore. Today I'm just oversized pants, and I feel like it's just what I'm doing today. I feel like I'm in the office, but I'm not really in the office, right? So yeah, that's just tired. I just tired. Got my this back and chilling. Need to go get some, but I wanted to make sure I did this first because I didn't want to get to the end and be like, dang, I needed to do my thing. So being mindful, and I feel a lot since I stopped thinking I need to do a podcast every other day. So even if I ain't really much to say, right? Do you ever have that you don't have much to say, but because you've put yourself out there as I'm doing that? So sometimes it don't feel genuine, and you rather spend more time talking about something genuine than just trying to find words. So, and this is what I want to do. I want to be able to have a conversation about something versus just talking. You know, I want people to know I'm a businesswoman. I know a lot of times it doesn't seem it, but it might do. So mastering the call to action, CTA. A strong CTA guides your audience next step. Use action-oriented language that tells users exactly what you want them to do, such as shop now, learn more, or start today. Place the CTA prominently within the ad. 16 different CTAs can help determine which prompts yield the highest conversion rates. So yeah, ads. I'm talking about ads. How do you do ads? Create your own. I mean, we see them all the time. Every time you turn around, see an ad, or you'll go to an app and you read the comment sections. Like, I really like the app, but I hate all the ads. And most of the times, when it's a free version, a lot of the stuff you have to deal with, right? Is ads, and some do it enough, some do it way overboard. Some don't do it at all. So it's that ad, you know, like, you know, you have to let people know what you're doing to sell stuff, or, you know, whether it's subscription products, when they do I forgot the name of it, when you Patreon things. Was something I look more into because I don't really know. I know it's subscription based, but I think it's just when you're just starting out, you're building your audience, and I think that's a great idea. Well, it's just learning how to do it. You know, it's the thing, you know, and making sure that content that people really want to pay for is another thing, you know. I know that someone is trying to sell artwork up, and I don't know, they just feel like the difference of selling it, or they've been trying this, and it really is not, because everybody has, but you get this, right? So sometimes you be like, it's just, I can be around a lot of people, and they seem to sell it and all this, and and I got good work, but it don't seem to be so. I don't know. It's just constantly trying. That people cannot fault me at all for trying, because that's one thing I need to do is try. I don't want to just continue to try to shine through. Sometimes it's just a bunch of like stuff is covering you. You just kind of like pin it down a little bit and peel it off a little bit. Like if you didn't like the wallpaper, but it's a big job to take all the wallpaper down. And instead of them, because it's a big job, I can't. It's gonna take so much time. You just take pieces of it at a time. Is how I look at it. Okay, today I'm gonna take strip off or something. I don't know. So sometimes like that's what it is. You have stuff covering you, people trying to block you. These things going on in your life as well. You just try to take one step at a time without getting overwhelmed. You also want people to know who you are. Like you have something to offer people in ways, and then just seeing me. So, and that's just what life is to me. So, yeah, I think that was just 3 things about it. Mastering call to action. So, learning how to do ads, what I want to dive into. I think I found an app to do it, but it's not one of those. It's like a little generic one. I guess I need to learn more to use Microsoft and Word and do all these things, but it's just another one step behind. You have to master whatever you do. It's like I needed to learn how to master the podcast, and don't be afraid of it. Don't be shy, and just do that, and make sure I'm doing it on the days I say I'm doing it. And match that, and then go on to the next phase of what you're doing, right? And that was making good music, because I didn't want the station to just be music only. I wanted to break it up into this. I still need to learn how to stream when I'm showing this to YouTube. We stream direct to my radio, because I don't know the RTMP key is, or I just I can't comprehend when I look things, and I don't know. So yeah, that way I don't have to, but I don't mind. I just do need to put the one I did on this week, the week before on there this week. Because like I said, I did the radio station to just be music, but I am also glad that I'm creating more music with the help of platform I'm using. And like I said, that's how I do as well. Is people feel like, but like I said, I can go back to that for days, because I can feel like I ain't really using their own either. So, but it is a work, not just that simple. Like I said, you can just say anything, but you don't always say what you feel. So you have to be the one. Even it's like being in the studio, I'd imagine. You have to be the keep trying to, finesse it. I don't know, say it, just talk to us right or something. I don't know. So, and create something, and just get out of the mind of the way I've been doing it for a long time. And so you can probably still do it, like some of the stuff that it does spit out and kind of makes something else out using my dog, but at the moment I'm just enjoying doing that and figure out the best way to create something, how to really spike what I'm looking for up as far as the music. So, but it has given me motivation to add more music to it. And just instrumentals. That's what I love. So not just adding instrumentals, but words you can actually sing to. Because it's where I fall short at personally. Because I couldn't sing all those songs even if I wanted to. So yeah, and that's just it. And when you're doing your own thing, I don't feel bad about it. Everybody has their path in life, and if you can make it work for you, that's just good. It's pretty good. You have to have everything like everyone else. You just have to have what you're doing, and if it's good enough, then it's good enough. That's all it is. So anyway, been going 30-some minutes already. So yeah, that was my thing advertising. So I'm gonna learn how to make ads, and then learn how to split the screen and actually have this on the screen, reading it, and then learn to put an ad in there here and there. And, as once I start doing like the mugs and hats and T-shirts, backpacks, so I can have them on here and put them on YouTube, all my social media platforms. Just leave it there. I think we have through summer, so folks will be here soon. So I mean, wow. I mean, as long as you guys have enjoyed what you've been doing, I think it's been a great so far. And that's for anything more. So I will leave you guys with that, and just know I'm working on trying to get it all perfected to the best of my ability, and then we shall see here next week. By the end of this week or next week, if we decided to show it, wait till next week to show it. But when I make a T-shirt, I will be wearing it. So you shall see. And because I am going to do a video of me using press, hopefully, I just set up right. It came set up pretty well. Just, I don't know. But I thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, next weekend, and we shall talk to you next week.